Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Qlip English, your cozy place to speak English confidently, one day at a time.
And I'm Michael. Hi, Olivia. Today we're diving into something a lot of learners struggle with, even after years of studying.
Yes, today's topic is Think in English, and this episode is all about training your brain to stop translating and start thinking directly in English.
If you've ever had a conversation in your head first in your native language, then quickly tried to translate it into English before speaking, this video is exactly for you.
That habit is so common, and honestly, it's one of the biggest reasons people feel slow or nervous when they speak English, even when they know a lot of vocabulary.
So, let's start with the real question. Why do we translate in the first place? It's because our brain naturally thinks in the language it's most comfortable with, our native language.
And every time you translate, you're adding an extra step. Your brain has to think the thought, translate it, then speak it. That extra step slows you down and makes you feel less confident.
The good news is this habit can be retrained. Just like Jack Ma trained his mouth to speak English by practicing daily with real tourists, you can train your brain to think in English with simple daily habits.
Let's talk about the first and most powerful technique, labeling your surroundings. Look around you right now and silently name things in English.
For example, table, phone, window, coffee. Simple, single words at first, just to get your brain used to jumping straight to English without going through your native language.
Once that feels easy, you move to short sentences. Instead of just saying coffee, you say to yourself, I am drinking coffee, or this coffee is hot.
This creates a direct connection in your brain between the object, the action, and the English words, without any translation step in between.
Let's actually try this together right now. Look around wherever you are and silently think of 3 objects near you in English.
Take a second. Good. Now try turning one of them into a simple sentence, like, I'm sitting near a window, or my phone is on the table.
That's the whole exercise. Simple but incredibly powerful when you repeat it every single day.
Now let's talk about the second technique. Narrating your daily routine in English silently or out loud as you go through your day.
When you're making breakfast, think, I am making breakfast. I am pouring milk. I am cutting bread. Small, simple present tense sentences about exactly what you're doing.
This might feel strange at first, maybe even a little funny, but it forces your brain to generate English thoughts constantly, not just when you're studying.
And here's something important. Don't worry about grammar mistakes during this exercise. The goal isn't perfect grammar. It's building the habit of thinking in English first.
Now let's talk about a third powerful method, one Jack Ma himself used without even calling it a method: shadowing.
Shadowing means listening to a native speaker say a sentence and repeating it immediately, copying their rhythm and pronunciation, not just the words.
This trains 2 things at once. Your ear gets used to real English sounds, and your mouth gets used to producing them, which makes thinking and speaking in English feel much more natural.
Let's do one shadowing example together. I'll say a sentence slowly, then at normal speed, and you repeat both times.
Slowly. I am thinking in English right now. Now at normal speed, I am thinking in English right now.
Say it out loud with us, both speeds. Feel how natural that sentence becomes the second you say it.
Great job! Now let's move to a fourth method, switching your daily tools and environment into English.
This means changing your phone language to English, following English social media accounts, watching short videos in English, even labeling objects in your house in English.
Small changes like this surround you with English throughout the day, so your brain naturally starts reaching for English words more often, even outside of study time.
Let's talk about a common mistake people make when they try to think in English. They try to translate complicated thoughts word by word, and then they give up because it feels too hard.
That's exactly the wrong approach. Instead of translating a long, complicated sentence, simplify the thought first, then say it in English using words you already know.
For example, instead of trying to say a complicated idea about your feelings, just say something simple like, I feel happy today, or I feel a little tired.
Simple sentences you actually know how to say in English will always help you more than complicated sentences you have to search for in a dictionary.
Another helpful trick is keeping a small mental list of safe phrases, simple sentence patterns you already know well, like I want to, I need to, or I am going to.
When your brain reaches for a thought, instead of translating word by word, plug your idea into one of these safe patterns straight in English.
Let's practice that right now. Think of something you want to do later today and try saying it using the pattern, I am going to.
Take a moment. Good. Notice how much faster that felt compared to translating the whole sentence from your native language first.
This is exactly how native speakers think too. They're not translating complicated grammar in their heads, they're using familiar patterns automatically.
The fifth and final method we want to share today is building small daily habits instead of trying to do everything at once.
Pick just one of these techniques and use it for 5 minutes a day, every day, instead of trying to think in English all day long right away.
Consistency beats intensity here, just like with mouth training. 5 focused minutes every day will build this new mental habit far more than one long session once a week.
Let's do one final practice round together before we wrap up. This time, a slightly longer sentence.
Slowly, the more I think in English, the easier speaking becomes. Now at normal speed, the more I think in English, the easier speaking becomes.
Say it out loud with us one more time, both speeds, and really notice how your thoughts and your words are connecting directly without translation.
Remember, this isn't about becoming perfect overnight. It's about slowly training your brain, the same way Jack Ma trained his mouth, one small habit at a time.
Every object you label, every sentence you narrate, every phrase you shadow is one more step toward thinking naturally in English.
So here's your homework for today. Choose one technique from this episode, labeling objects, narrating your routine, or shadowing, and practice it for just 5 minutes right after this video.
If you enjoyed today's episode, give this video a like and subscribe to Qlip English so you keep building this habit with us every day.
In our next episode, we're continuing this journey with Train Your Mouth to Speak English Fluently in 30 Days, where we turn today's mindset shift into an actual daily speaking plan.
That one dives deep into real practice routines, so make sure you're back here with us for that.
Until then, keep thinking in English, keep practicing daily, and we'll see you very soon here on Qlip English.
Bye for now, everyone, and remember, your brain learns to think in English one small habit at a time.